Well, I'm putting up a fence so the dogs don't ruin my grass. Yeah, every spring and fall, when the ground's wet and there's lots of rain, I've got to put up this doggone fence so they don't run the grass into mud. A couple of times I was late doing it, and I had to reseed half the lawn because unfortunately I like dogs, but I like nice lawn also. But whatever, it's worth it. Come on, get your rope. Yeah, you're not getting in here. No, you're not.
Well, I went to the Adopt a Friend at the Zoo day, just kind of looking, and of course I found her and I fell in love with her in about a second, and they put a leash on her and I walked her home.
I found them on Pet Finders, and I went for one dog and came home with two brothers.
Got on a site, and a reputable site, and found Maple Hills Brittany's in Memphis, Michigan, and went out and purchased a dog. $350 it cost me.
I got Oliver as a birthday present about a year and a half ago. I had driven up to my parents' house, and we were all just sitting around talking, and my mom walks out and she hands me a bag and she says, "Here, we got you a little birthday present." And I just kind of downplayed it. I said, "Oh, that's nice," and I just set it on the floor and kept on talking. And so finally my dad just says, "Would you just open your birthday present?" So I picked up the bag, and under a little piece of tissue paper, Oliver was curled up in a blanket sleeping.
I was working at the time, and they called me up and said, "We don't know what to do. The one that we saw on the internet that we loved, we still love, but there's another one too." And I said, "Well, get them both." And they did.
We got miniature pinchers because my father first got a miniature pincher. We just like how bright they are, lively. You can take them anywhere.
Saw 13 puppies, got video of it. And there was Nigel, who was one of the bigger dogs in the group for puppies and was definitely the most rambunctious. And so my sister and I looked at each other when we saw Nigel and just decided, he's the one, he's awesome.
And I took a vow that if I wanted to marry Pam, I had to buy her 2 English Bulldogs before she would say I do at the altar. The sucker I am and the love I have for my wife decided to embark on this adventure and purchase 2 English Bulldogs, and they've definitely been something that really completed us.
Sit. What's up? Yeah. I am Lisa Seymour. I'm from Detroit, and this is my puppy Oliver. We are going to Belle Isle to let Oliver run around and watch the sunset. I actually got Oliver as a gift, and my parents got him for me, and they knew that I would rather rescue a dog than get one from a breeder, so that's how I found him. Oliver is a mix of Shih Tzu, Bichon, and Poodle. Oliver loves to go for walks and to go for runs. I swear you can see him smiling when we're out there running. It's funny. This might sound a little stupid, but well, one of Oliver's quirks is he has sort of a shoe fetish. He doesn't necessarily like to chew up shoes, but he'll go and get all of my shoes out of the closet and just bring them into the living room. I don't know why, but that's what he does. Well, one day when I left him alone, he did this, but he ended up chewing up my favorite pair of black heels. And they're done. He killed them. People always ask me if I have any regrets over getting a puppy when they're thinking of getting a dog. And that's usually what I say. I said none besides my black shoes that he destroyed.
Well, I got this painting I want to show you of one of my dogs that was a wedding gift to Lindsay and I from my neighbor, Ann. She painted this picture of Rusty. I have it here in the spare bedroom. She painted this picture of Rusty from a photograph that I took with my camera on my phone. It's a picture of Lindsay and I, our dreams that we want, a farm. She loves sunflowers, that's her favorite flower. And just a quirky picture of my dog, an old pickup truck, which I like to drive eventually one day. You know, some good stuff from Ann. Hi, my name's John Gonska. I live in Hazel Park, Michigan, and I'm the proud owner of 2 male Brittany Spaniels. My rescue dog is named Jake, and my dog that I've had since he was 7 weeks old is Rusty. Well, Rusty's real name is actually Maple Hills Rusty of Highland. The ages of my dogs are Jake is a rescue dog, and we're not really sure how old he is. They think he's he'll be 10 in October. I got him 3 years ago, and they said he was about 7 years old. Rusty turned 16 years old on January 24th of this year. So, yeah, the man's old. Had him a long time. He's been with me since day one. And this is Jake's chair right here, his lounge chair. This is what he lays on. My wife spray painted, found this in the trash, brought it home, spray painted it, Harley Davidson orange, and she bought a cushion for it. Now we take this out here. Jakey, come on. And this is where Jake lays. Jakey, come on, get up there. Jakey, come on, lay down. And that's where he stays. That's it, that's his chair. Rusty doesn't come up on this, just Jake. This is just Jake's chair. Right, buddy? You're so handsome. He's such a good boy. Good dog.
Nigel is one of the strangest dogs I've ever met, bar none. He is a little OCD. That's not a joke. He is scared of refrigerators. We think it's stainless refrigerators because he can see his reflection in them and they freak him out. He's also obsessed with light rays. Light rays. Like if there's reflection on the wall, like if you're holding your cell phone and
or a watch.
or a watch and it shines light on the wall, he goes crazy. He tries to eat it. He sees, we take him up to the cottage in the summer. He sees reflection in the water. He will be in that water all day long, staring at the dang reflections. I'm Kate Lees, and we live in Grosse Pointe City, Michigan.
Alex Lees also live in Grosse Pointe, Michigan, and Nigel is a mutt.
I put off getting a dog for a little while. He was on me about getting a dog, and I was like, Alex, do you know how much work it is? Walking and the feeding, and when they crap in your house, and potty training, and it's just so much work. But I love dogs so much. So finally agreed to it, and it's a ton of work. It still is, even though he's 3, but it's worth it.
We both sort of decided that before we were going to be ready to talk about kids or anything like that, we needed to see if we could handle a dog together first, and so far so good.
He's become our kid.
Yeah.
He's our child. And he's a lot of work,
He is a lot of work.
but it's so worth it. Right?
Oh yeah.
Three is plenty. Trust me on that one. I'm not going to say anything more than that. But they're three and they're fine, and we love them all, but no more than three. Hello, my name is Greg Reimer, and this is my wife, Laureen.
We live in Farmington, Michigan, about a mile from downtown Farmington, and we love our miniature pinchers. We have three. One's 13, Emerald. One is 9, our little Midgie, and one's my puppy here on my lap, Ducky Arlen. I can't imagine not having miniature pinchers. I don't want any other kind of breed. I only want a mini pin. It's very important to me.
My brother has golden retrievers. He's always had golden retrievers. I've always had big dogs. But now that I've become accustomed to the smaller dog, I really enjoy their lack of maintenance, unlike the big dog. The hairballs all over the house and all that stuff. These dogs are just pretty much maintenance free, and I enjoy that part of it. And also, she probably wouldn't let me have anything else anyways.
They keep us laughing.
Right, and it's an unconditional love. You don't have to ask for it. You don't have to earn their love. You don't have to earn their respect, because you always have it. They always will give you that, no matter what. As long as you feed them and take them outside.
Yes, I do like to dress up my dogs. They have a lot of clothes. They have hoodies. They have like t-shirts. They have like snowsuits, and they have sweaters. They have a lot of clothes like their mom.
Just like their mom, they have spring, summer, fall, and winter clothes. And they probably get more new clothes than I do.
Yeah, because
But that's okay.
He doesn't want any new clothes, and they do. They run. If I show the jacket, they'll run up, they'll grab it, they want to put it on.
Yeah, they love clothes for some reason. Now, yeah, myself, no. So that's fine. Let her dress the dogs. Leave me alone.
The kind of dog Kirby is obviously she's a mutt, but she's a terrier mix, and they think she's part Jack Russell, part Cairn Terrier. That's what the vet says. Yeah, but I think she's got a lot of little breeds running through her. She's got quite the personality. Hi, my name is Kim Backus. I live in Pleasant Ridge, Michigan, and I am the proud owner of my baby girl, Kirby. I can't not go to Pet Supplies Plus and at least spend $150 almost every time on healthy food, flea stuff, getting them groomed. I think I'm a one-person dog owner. Although strays always seem to find me, so I kind of wear a sucker sign, so I'm not saying it wouldn't happen again. But this is the pet center. This is where everybody has their treats, and they have their little bags of like toys that they can pick from. As you can see, Kirby's getting awfully excited, thinking she's getting something. Okay, I'll give you something. So I give them good little healthy treats. And I have a toy box. We'll go this way. This was Kirby and Otis's toy box, but now it's just Kirby's toy box, but she keeps all her toys in here. She picks up anything she wants to play with, and she loves to have her toys. And that's why I had to get this big thing, because she just selects the ones that she wants all the time, and it's just a lot handier than just having them lay all over the house.
Went to Newaygo, Michigan. Brought home 2 doggies.
Spent the night, too.
Yeah, in a Bates Motel. They were like 8 weeks old and 9 pounds each.
We had no idea what we were getting into when we got 2 dogs. Right. It was a spur of the moment decision, and probably one we should have thought of a little longer. I'm John Briles. This is my wife, Cindy. And we're from Grosse Pointe Woods, lived here all our lives. And we're the proud owners of a couple of big mutts, about 80 pounders. They're half golden retriever and about half black lab. There might be some coonhound thrown in there also.
It's twice as much fur to clean up,
Twice as much food,
twice as much food, twice as much cleaning up after them.
twice as many vet bills. But the nice thing about it is it's fun to watch them together, and they always keep each other company. So that's the good part. Maybe they're not quite as close to us as our other dogs were because they have each other also. So I don't know if that's good or bad, but that's the difference also. Well, training them has been difficult because they're always interrupting. You try to work with one and the other one, comes over and interrupts. And the only way to really do it is one at a time, and then you got to work twice as hard. So as a result, they're not that well trained.
And walking. It's harder to walk two big dogs.
Yeah, you got to walk them both, and a lot of times they're going in two directions. Some people don't want to go through another dog because it's so hard when they pass away. But the way I look at it is, nothing in life is for free. And something that gives you so much joy, yeah, you're going to face some consequences now and again, and in the end, but it's well worth it.
We're the parents. What? Here, look, it's right here. Look. We gotta have you in the picture, buddy. Okay. We gotta.
With the wallet, I love. Can we at least work on the bottle? Let's
Here you
at
go.
least
Work on the bottle. Ready?
I'm Pamela Graskowitz.
And I'm Jamie Graskowitz, and we live in St. Clair Shores, Michigan.
This is Grayson, who just turned 1, and we're the proud owners of 2 English Bulldogs, Sammy the Bull and Gucci. One snores, one doesn't. One is dominant, one's not. They're pretty much 2 opposites, but yet they attract because they're always together.
She said she really wanted these dogs, and I had to, commit to buying these. I actually had to look them up on the internet because I didn't have a clue what they were. Being with Leader Dogs of the Blind, we went through golden retrievers, yellow labs, black lab, chocolate lab, and German Shepherds. So I was used to big dogs that actually, when you throw something, they fetch it and come bring it back. Not little boulders that look at someone you throw it and say, you go get it. So definitely a difference of breeds, and honestly, I don't think I could go to another dog now. I just love these English Bulldogs to death.
I think the unexpected part was the fact that our parents weren't around to help us take care of them. And being there was 2, we had the responsibility of basically overseeing everything, and we both grew up with dogs, but we had that help, but we didn't have that help now. I call them his 4-legged brothers when I reference them coming along with us and the babies. So not to have them would be like losing a child.
I mean, just like when you think about when you have children and you come home from work and just to see their faces when they run up to you. Pam knows that every night our garage door, you can just hit it and it comes open. Well, every night I pull up and they charge their door down and come running out to me. So, and we really try not to think about when we're going to lose them. We just really try and enjoy the time that we have with them, because it'll be really hard when we lose one, and I feel really bad for the one that's still alive after the one dies, because it's just like an old married couple that when one goes, unfortunately, I think the other one won't be far behind, because it will be so heartbroken. It really, truly will be.
We've been through it, and it's hard. It's hard letting go and saying goodbye. It's losing a loved one. It really is.
I don't know in having two dogs, I don't know what's going to happen when one of them passes away, because it's going to be sad watching the brother, you know, miss the one that dies. So that's going to be tough, but you know, we'll get through it when the time comes.
I'll be devastated, but he's had a great life. Rusty's had the life every dog wishes that they could have. He's never been locked up. He only was lost once, and it was just for a little while. He's never been in a fight. He's never been hurt really bad or anything like that. He's been healthy, thank God, you know, and it'll be sad. Hopefully he'll just pass away in his sleep. You know, that's what every dog owner wishes that will just happen, but sometimes, you know, you have to put him down, and well, if it comes to that, well, you know, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But other than that, they've just been, you know, I'll be hurt really bad, but yeah, we'll get by, you know, we will, we always do.
I love these babies. It's a very lonely place when they pass. It's lonely.
Well, he's a part of our family. So yeah, it would be really difficult. I'm getting upset because you think about other dogs I've lost in the past. And it truly is like losing a family member.
They're like a part of your family. I mean, to me, I don't have my own biological children, so they're like my children.
You can miss them as much as an uncle or an aunt or even a mom and dad, because they become that close to you that, yeah, in their passing, it's hard.
Well, we're coming up on St. John's Marsh. We're on our way up to Harson's Island. Family's got a place up there. For about 20 years. 8 of those years, my dog Nell would come up there with us. Unfortunately, she's gone now. Of course, now I got the 2 new dogs in the back. You just mention the word cottage and up go their ears and they start dancing all around. Well, Nell is a Chesapeake Bay Retriever that we had for 8 years. And boy, she used to love coming up here. Of course, all dogs love coming up here. It's a doggy paradise. Once they get out of the car, they start running, and they don't stop until it's time to go home. Then by the time we get home, they're ready to sleep for about 2 days. But anyhow, maybe when we get up here, I'll show you where we buried Nell. Well, here's this spot I've talked about. This is Nell's grave. We put her in the ground right here and put this little tree right on top of it. That was 2005. As you can see, 6 years later, 7 years later, it's really taken off. But my son and I put her here, and yeah, it was a tough thing to do, but my daughter wrote me a little note, and I hate to read it because every time I do, I get emotional. But I'd like to read it for you because it meant so much to me. She drew a picture of Nell. It was really nice, a big frame, and this was with it. This is a gift from me to you, meant to make you smile, not to make you blue. A simple memory of a complex friend. The love she shared will never end. Certainly memories are made to last, but sometimes they fade too fast. This gift to you will keep her here forevermore, forever dear. Love, Kate. Sorry, every time I read it, I get emotional. I can't help it. But anyhow, that's about it.
It's kind of embarrassing to say to people who aren't dog owners, but he's a member of the family. It's like a child. I don't have any children, but I imagine if I did, I would love them this much.
My animals are my family. I mean, they're such a huge part of me. I take them on vacations with me. They go everywhere with me. It's just so much fun having someone greeting you, and the unconditional love that a pet gives to you is priceless in every way.
They mean the world to me. I will always have 1 or 2 dogs. You know, they're just great companionship. They calm my nerves, relax me, and they're just great animals to have. You know, I would recommend this particular breed to anybody. You know, they're just loving dogs.
He means so much to us that we'll give him anything to show our appreciation back to him.
Anyone that has an animal, especially a dog, understands. Anyone. And anyone that hasn't had the experience, I strongly encourage them to.
They love you no matter what. Of course, I treat my dogs in a very loving manner. I don't know, Greg, what do you think?
Well, as our kids grow up and they leave the nest, we now have 3 little nestlings that we can take care of and feel the bond that we have felt with our kids through our dogs now.
They're like our children. They are our family.
Absolutely. They are our children. They really have been before we actually brought this little guy into our life. And I mean, they went everywhere with us, still do.
They're always there. Every time you turn around, they're there to love you. And it's such a special feeling. You'd have to be a pet owner to know it. And people who don't have dogs, they don't know what they're missing.